question 6.1, we've got Mbali, who invested 10,000 rands for 3 years at an interest rate of R% per annum. So we'll probably have to calculate our R value, which is our interest rate, which is essentially I, compounded monthly. Okay, so make sure to divide your R value by 12. And at the end of this period, she received 12,000 rands. Calculate R, correct to one decimal place. So it's going to look something like this. Look, this is most definitely going to be a compound interest question. And here's why. Look, this is a lump sum. This 10,000 rands, it represents a lump sum. Remember, we only use future value if there are continuous deposits, continuous investments, every month, every quarter, semi-annually, twice a year, whatever it is. And quite similarly, we would only use present value where we're making consistent recurring payments for a loan. But if it's a lump sum, then we use our grade 11, well, our grade 10 and grade 11 formulae. So compound interest, compound decay, simple interest, simple decay, if we're working with a lump sum. Okay, so just like a one-off amount. So at the end of the period, it's our A value. She had 12,146,72, and that is equal to our P value. Our P value, our principal amount, that is going to be equal to 10,000. Open brackets, 1 plus. Our I value is R. We don't know what it is. Remember, divide by 12 because it is compounded monthly. Close the bracket. And this is for 3 years. So in 3 years, how many months do we have? So in other words, 3 years times 12 months, we know that is going to be equal to 36. Okay, and now let us solve for R. So look, the biggest tragedy in all of mathematics is knowing exactly what to do in terms of the theory, like you understand all your concepts, but the application doesn't go all that well because your algebra stinks. Look, you've understood it. Now, look, just pray that your algebra works out. And you can always check it at the end by just subbing R in to get the value. So let's solve for R. Algebra is key here. So look, let's divide both sides by this 10,000. Let's just try to simplify it as quickly as possible first. So this is 12,146,72 divided by 10,000. It's going to give us this amount here. So 1,214672. 214672, and that is going to be equal to 1 plus R over 12, close the bracket, 36. Okay, now to get rid of this power to the 36, we need to root by 36. So the 36th root. So it's going to look something like this. Because remember, we want the 36th root to cancel out with this power of 36. So that's just going to give us 1 plus R over 12. Just want the R on the left-hand side so it looks a bit better. And that's going to give us a nice total of 1,00. Just making sure my rounding off is good. I'm not going to actually round off here. I'll only do it at the end. Like if you round off while you're doing the question, it'll mess up your final answer. So just round off at the end, okay? That's rule of thumb. So yeah, no reason to check the rounding there, actually. Okay, this positive 1 over, take it over to the right-hand side. It becomes a negative 1, so that's R over 12. Which is just going to be equal to, well, if we subtract the 1, that's just going to be 0,005416. And to isolate the R value, we just multiply both sides by 12, and we get 0,6500. Yeah. So we need that in terms of a percentage. So just multiply that by 100. It's asking for R%. So therefore, R is just going to be equal to 6.5%. And that is it for the question. It's pretty easy, right? Like, it's quite a basic question. Concepts are easy to understand, application is all right, and yeah, just focus on your algebra. Algebra is the absolutely central cornerstone in all of mathematics, in everything. Like even if you're doing trig, you need strong levels of algebra. Just nail it down. You can understand everything you want, from compound angles to double angles, all that good stuff. But yeah, if you can't do the basic algebra, then you're not going to get all the marks. Okay, cool. See you in the next video.